Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Irwin number 30516. This is a left-hand mechanics length Cobalt high-speed steel. It's a Cobalt alloy is injected into the mix. 1/4 inch, left hand. This would be a drill bit that would be used for perhaps removing or dislodging or making loose fasteners, being a left-hand bit. This is Irwin's 305 series, which means that it's 8% cobalt, alloyed for higher heat and abrasion resistance. Cobalt bits are known to be able to run faster in terms of RPM. I believe that they require additional pressure when you're running them faster. You don't want to just have the bit working in the hole. I don't understand the process. It might work to temper the steel, being quite counterproductive to getting a breach through the material. So you want to have pressure, and obviously the proper pressure for what operation you're doing at a correct RPM. Spiral flute design produces faster chip ejection. This has a 135-degree point. That's a flatter sort of drill bit end versus the 118-degree. These do, in my experience, if you've not used a center punch, they're going to not stay on target as well as a 118-degree will when you're starting the hole. Sometimes pre-drilling a hole is not recommended. So be mindful that a flatter bit. I like the wider angles because as the bit moves through the material, it evacuates more of the wall thickness of the material so that when I get to breaching through, I have less material still there, less possibility of seizing the bit as a result of that. Shorter lip length reduces torque for drilling in high tensile strength materials, and you're going to use cobalt type bits for hard plate, for higher strength materials, not mild steel. Someone who's buying these might be working in safe repair, trying to get a door open on a safe or a lock worked on, things of that nature. There's a lot of science that goes behind all of that, and if you do any sort of such work, you will certainly want to refer to works that have been published on the subject matter, because chapters on metallurgy alone go on forever, and then the speed at which you drill, what you're drilling through, how to go about drilling it, what drill bits to use, all that conspires to give you the possibility of success and help you try to steer away from the real possibility of failure. Having the right bit is certainly part of that, but understanding the science behind why having the right bit is appropriate is more important, in fact. 1/4 inch size. The overall length is 3 5/16. Has a flute length of 1 3/4. There's a link below this video to a document called Reference Guide. That guide is handy because it has, not only in the beginning of the document, a listing of the hole size you are to drill given the size of thread that you want to achieve. So it gives you a drill and tap reference. The last page will give you cutting speeds. And there's also a table that's there that allows you to calculate RPM, which is a function of SFM, which I understand to be square feet per minute, multiplied by 3.82. I can't talk on the origin of that number. It's a number I've seen published elsewhere, divided by the drill diameter. So knowing your RPM is really important. If you're drilling through 1/8 inch mild steel, you don't care about any of this. But if you are a safe technician or someone who's drilling through exotic material, all of this is utterly important. So knowing what you're drilling through is super important. So I might read that. Someone who's buying left-hand cobalt, they're not drilling through 1/8 inch mild steel. So okay. So that's why I draw attention to the document. There's also a link to the product brochure, to the metal drilling section of the full line catalog. I would urge you to take a look at that document because, let's say, 1/4 inch, sure, but I'm looking for 3/8 as well. Do a find function on your keyboard for 30516, and you'll find the table where these bits are located, and you'll find the part number for 3/8, along with all of the other drill bits from Irwin. Handy way to be able to find that stuff. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Irwin products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I'm partial to Irwin, not only because I'm a distributor, but because I use the products personally and can attest to the high performance of much of the product line. Any questions on the Irwin 30516, left hand, 8% Cobalt, mechanics length drill bit, or any other Irwin product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.